Hello and welcome to Magoosh, and this week, our theme, words from the new GRE Verbal Guide. ETS, creators of the GRE, recently released this new verbal guide. So cool. What words are in there? Well, a lot of words are actually words that have been featured on Vocabulary Wednesdays. That's really cool. If you watch Vocab Wednesday, that means you're getting a lot of words you actually see on the test. But apparently some questions had words that weren't on Vocab Wednesday, starting with canonize. To take pictures with a Canon photo or camera, no. To shoot out of a cannon, no. Canonize actually means to treat something as an important part of an artistic or literary body of work. For instance, if someone has become canonized, they are now considered very important in that field. The work of Pablo Picasso, the art of Pablo Picasso has been canonized. When you think of Western 20th century art, you think Pablo Picasso. In terms of literature, when you think 19th century British literature, who's major players in the canon? Who's a part of it? Dickens, Jane Austen. That's the idea. Major figures who are part of the main thing in an artistic field. To canonize means that person's actually now part of that field. Next word, transgression. I love this word because it's so misleading. People think it's like progress. Trans goes across, so we transgress the plane for hours. Transgress actually means to sin, to break the moral boundaries of what is considered decent. Ooh, scary. So, who's transgressed? I think in the media, I always think some celebrities like Lindsay Lohan. What a transgression of so many levels. Justin Bieber, the new Lindsay Lohan. They're always doing stuff that we'd say, okay, wait a second. Doing drugs, driving, speed racing at 100 miles an hour, outside the bounds of what's morally acceptable. They are both transgressors. Actually, I don't think Lindsay Lohan did drugs. I think she was just drunk all the time. Panacea. Of drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol are not panaceas. What is a panacea? Panacea is a cure-all. It comes from the Greek for pan, sea, cure. So, by the way, you won't see a C in other words, but pan comes up a lot, the root pan. Now, cure-all. What's a cure-all? I know. For your GRE ills, the panacea is Magoosh. Well, maybe. But again, this word is used figuratively. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to take this medicine and now I feel better. Oftentimes it's social ills. What is a panacea for our ailing economy? Is it to lower the taxes? Well, some politicians may argue so. So again, cure-all, but not always in the physically ailing context. Finally, contend. To contend is to argue something, to assert something. This is what I believe. This is my position, and now I'm going to argue it. And so, of course, you will see this word not only in the answer choices, but also in the text completions or sentence equivalence itself. Oftentimes, people, researchers, or writers, or whoever they come up with in the sentences are contending. They are asserting something. They are maintaining. Another use of the word maintain there. That is a synonym for contend. And interestingly, the word contentious, meaning you like to argue a lot and almost like pick verbal fights, is similar to contend. And I will see you probably with words from somewhere else next week, but I'll see you same time, same place.